So in the last video I was showing you how to make the straps, and I have all three together and I'm going to stretch them, make a knot, and with my weight I'm going to braid all the way down to the bottom. And make another knot. These are what your straps should look like together. With my ruler I'm going to measure 1/2 inch. I'm going to sew all the way to that point, pivot, and then sew to the other side. And you can see me sewing it right now. Make sure that you back stitch, pivot. You can pull a little bit of thread if that helps. Place your needle on the other side, back stitch again, and then sew all the way down to the other side. And it's going to create a hole so you can place your strap in. Make sure at the end you back stitch again so your piece won't come undone. Now that my piece is completed, at this time I'm going to clip off any unnecessary threads. With the piece that with the strap that I had earlier, I'm going to take one of the knots out so it can be ready for me to put my strap in. I'm going to flip my piece over on its right side, and I'm going to stick a finger in it so I can get ready for my strap. With your finger already in the piece, place all 3 strings of your strap through your piece and push it through. Make sure all 3 strings are through there. And go ahead and flip it back on its wrong side. Make sure that the braid is laying flat, so when you flip it back on the right side, it will not look weird. At this time you can sew the 2 connecting seams together. Make sure that you back stitch. This time you can clip any unnecessary threads that you have on your piece. At this time you can now cut off all of those 3 remaining strings in your seam allowance. Now you can flip your piece over to its right side, and this is how it should look. At this time you can iron it flat if you want it to look a little bit more neater, but it's optional. I folded my bottom piece in half, and that's where I'm marking my line to indicate the middle. And with both of my pieces I'm going to lay them next to that line. Pinning down the sides will help it match along with the back. Make sure that you sew this at 1/4 inch from one side to the next. My piece is finished in the front. Now I can move on to the back. I'm going to fold down the back just like I did the sides of the front, and I'm going to sew on the edge from one side to the next. This is how it should look when it's finished. Make sure that your pieces are right sides together, and you're going to sew this also at 1/4 inch. Sew both sides. Now that you have sewed your sides at 1/4 inch, you can clip off any necessary threads. At this time, you can hem the bottom, which is optional, you don't have to. You can use fray check if you would like. Usually jersey knits don't unravel that badly. This is how it should look when you're finished. It should turn out to be a halter. You can tie it in the back. It's also optional for you to use elastic for the back. I decided to let mine droop out. Look, this is what your lingerie should look like when you're finished. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my blog, needlesandnotches.weebly.com. Blessings.